Hang on, what's happening? What's happening here then? Um, Brendan. Hello, Brendan. How are you? Hello, Honor. Hello, Winston. How is everyone on this wonderful morning? Pretty overcast here, though. Still overcast and dull. And yeah, I didn't go. They sent me home Tuesday, Brendan. They sent me home. I had a reaction, a really bad reaction to what they gave me. My whole fucking body started shaking. So they sent me home. I went up there the next day. I still didn't feel 100%. So they rebooked me for next Thursday. So I've got blood test Tuesday, then next Thursday. So yeah, it's pretty not good, man. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, Suits. How you doing? How you doing? How is everybody? We're going to look at Chilsey's other experiment today without jumping to conclusions like I did last time. I'm going to put my hands up. I was wrong. When I went back and looked at Dell's experiment. It's different. It's different. When Dell releases it, the air bubbles coming up, the objects coming down, they stop as it's released from the reference frame, right? And that's why Dell was asking him to lift the weight to the top, which is legitimate, right? Because then it's the same demonstration then. Which I was kind of getting them. I was getting Williams mixed up with the spring and Dell's and that. I was just kind of didn't really think it through, but yeah, I put my hands up. I was wrong. No big deal. Let's move on. Yeah, but I'm going to say one thing though. At least we're looking at it. No one else is looking at this. No one else is. All the Globies are shit scared. They won't talk to Dell about this. The flat earthers are they don't want nothing to do with it. At least we're taking a look at it, right? And we're trying to understand it. You know, we're not dismissing it. I've said I'm never going to dismiss it because it's a practical demonstration. But yeah, everyone else is. So take that for what you want. Hey, what's up, Happy? What's up? How am I feeling at the moment? I'm feeling okay. I still feel a little shaky. Not still kind of there a little bit, Bren. It's not there massively, but yeah, it was just really weird the reaction I had. So yeah, I've got to go up there Thursday. But they're trying to tell me that it's mental and it's like anxiety and all this, and I'm like, it was a physical reaction. I was fine when I walked in here. I was fine. As soon as you gave me that, my body started shaking. So that's not mental. It's a physical reaction to what you've given me. It's strange, very strange.
Oh, that's nice, Kevin.
So yeah, I did jump to conclusions. Andrew, not execrate Andrew, the other Andrew, he said, Banner, you jumped to conclusions. And I thought about it, I was like, you know what, he's right, I do. But I've told people I do that. I know I do that, but I've told people in the chat if I do that, just tell me, you know, and I'll take a closer look.
All right, now get out of here.
Which I have done. And yeah, I put my hands up. I was wrong. But to me, it's no big deal. That's what real men do, right? If they're wrong. But what's interesting in tell you what's interesting in Chills' other demonstration is the kilo weight looks like it's been an air bubble looks like it's got more force than the weight. It looks like it's kind of pushing down on the 1 kilogram weight. It's kind of insane, which kind of proves there's no dent in buoyancy there, right? Getting ready for my gig today. It's a 6-day celebration, but whether it's going to be an issue, yes, it will be. Ren, I think you might get a few spots of rain if it's outside. Hello, Jason. Good morning to you. Good morning, forever. Oh yeah, that's one of my points, Brent. That is actually one of my points. Is what's happening in that bottle? Yeah, the physics going on in that bottle. Do we apply that now to everything? That is one of my questions, but I don't think Dell wants to hear these questions. Just doesn't seem interested in them. But yeah, as I say, at least we're looking at it and we're not dismissing it, right? Not like everyone else has. So. I should have taken now I'm standing on the feeling and this feeling got me shaking. Yo, I get the bacon with my better crocker, baby. We dishing out delectables, yeah. They tasty, so yeah, it's amazing. Now come and get this slice. And if they try to take my herb, I'll say, take my wife. But Kevin, you're not married. Oh shit, it's getting scary. I'm mixing up my history, my memories are buried. And I don't have a clue what's real or imaginary. So take heed, my children, cause this story's cautionary. So yeah, let me say this clearly now. Dell wasn't trying to manipulate the experiment. He was trying to make it the same experiment as the one that he did, and it was me that was getting it mixed up. I got it mixed up because I was thinking about the tension spring one with William Dell's and that sort of all at the same time and trying to figure something out which wasn't actually there. But me and my bad. I'll put my hands up. That's good. All good. Can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee. Hey, cheers. Cheers. Physics in a bottle. You can make that AI tune. You can make it. It's pretty. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. What? Coffee in. Yeah, people are entitled to whatever they think, you know, and I think anyone should be able to talk about this. I mean, Dell isn't like doesn't own Upward Motion or Motion. You know, it doesn't belong to Dell. So people are going to make mistakes, and you know, and it's up to Dell then to correct them. Which you kind of corrected me yesterday. Well, not correct. The other day, it was like he made me look at it again, and I was just like, hang on. I've kind of fucked up it. I jumped to conclusions and I was incorrect. But yeah, I'm not the sort of person that I just go, yeah, well, fuck Dell. I'm not gonna. I'd say something about it, which I'm doing right now. So. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Coffee in the joint. So I was standing in the corner of the kitchen by myself, eyeing up the pot brownies on the top shelf. I'm thinking maybe just a nibble or two, but I didn't eat dinner, so I gobbled down too. Oh shit, I fucking blew it. Yo, I got to keep this conversation. Yeah, I was kind of getting all the demonstrations like mixed up in my head, to be honest with you, Brent. Seeing Williams one with the tension spring and it all sort of collapsing, and then Dell's one with the buoyancy and density cease to exist, and I'm trying to apply that. What I see to what I see when Chills did his demonstration, right? I'm trying to apply that to that. Really, I shouldn't, because it's wrong. The weight should be at the top, and then you can probably. Oh, God dang it. On a massive mum. Cheers, Honor. You got to let us know, guys. If there's no screen, just let us know. I'd write physics in the bottle, mate, but no one would hear it. So I'll let someone else do it. Hey, good morning, Tony. How you doing?
Can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a joint. I got this feeling inside.
Oh, Brendan's busy till next summer, man. Not work on.
I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a joint. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. What? Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. All right. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Kevin, what? Coffee in the joint.
Look, this is another thing I was trying to explain the other day. Having an upward motion, it doesn't actually change the realm. It doesn't change anything about this place. Because if it is a motion and it's constant, we don't know it. We don't know we're moving anyway, do we? Can't feel none of it. We don't experience any motion. So when it applies to the realm's still the same. Still exactly the same thing that what we've been talking about all the time, right? It's the same thing. Now the question is that realm in motion? That's the question. Right?
In the joint, yeah. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. All right. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint, yeah. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Coffee in the joint, yo, that's right.
Hey, good morning, Jimmy. Yeah. I mean, that's where I'm at with it at the moment. To me, if it's in motion, it's in motion. If it isn't, it isn't. But you know, the realm is still the same. It's not. We're not on no ball, no curvature. You know, if we go to Antarctica and there's a light source there, doesn't mean that we live on a sphere. You idiot, bloody globers. So, yeah, I'm there. I'm at that place. But you know, I'm content there. I'm content.
Okay. Let's take them out.
I call it the pause theory. If this happens everywhere, like other countries, it speaks volumes. I must have missed it. Brent, are you working right now, Brent? Brendan's working, I think, right now.
Man, I'm terrible at smoking weed.
It is irrelevant. Some people do think that. To the shape of the earth, yeah, absolutely, Tone. But to the whole mechanics of it, some people are really interested in that, the mechanical side of it, the scientific kind of side of it, and me, I've never been a really scientific sort of person, science guy. I've never been into that side of anything like that, really.
I'm puffing green clouds, no worries, unwind. And I sip my coffee, black gold sunshines. Ain't containing my vibe, no gates on my sky. Take it easy, take flight, we just ride. Through steam, dreaming free in the days, clean G's, living life out loud, not in silent discreet. To the wake, to the bake, got my mind in time. In my zone, all alone, I define my.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah. I haven't denied that. I've said that. I said right from the start when I first played Dell's videos that no one else was playing them. By the way, when I first played them videos, I said that. That's what Dell needs to focus on, is that very thing there. Points in density ceasing to exist in freefall. It's huge, right? Never denied it. That's the thing. I'm just trying to get an explanation. Or is there another point of view or angle that we can look at this from? Or
In my peace, in my space, it's sublime. You put a joint in one hand, coffee in the other. No gates, just open roads to discover. Loosen up, breathe in, feel that grind. Up here soaring, I'm one of a kind. Unwind, different bits, we will be alright.
cannot be proven unless you go out of the reference frame. Yep. You're never going to be able to see the mechanics of it. You're never going to. We can speculate and, as I say, do these demonstrations and stuff and try and work out what's going on. But you're never going to be 100% because you can never get outside the reference frame to observe the mechanics of it, or what's giving it the energy pushing up, what medium it's going through. You're never ever gonna know these answers.
Living free like a grape on the vine.
I'm doing my vape right now, Brad. I'm doing my vape right now. And actually, what I said to Chills 2 days before I did that video, or a day before I do that video, I'm gonna make everyone listen to it, and that's what I said. But I'll make everyone watch, and that's what I did. I know the title, guys, the Upward Rising Earthers. I know that was a bit of a trigger, but I did it on purpose to get you guys coming in and talking about it. So it was all. I told Chills I'd get people looking at it, and I did, right? That's what I did. I had a long talk with Del. He suggested some aspects I hadn't considered, and I'm still researching. But from how I understood, Del thinks Newton's motion laws are wrong. Wow. Newton's laws of motion are wrong. Del say that? Let's see what this busking in Kiev, Ukraine is like.
Thank you very much, friends, for coming to see me specially. I'm playing all around the world, and I'm very, very honored to be playing in Ukraine, in Kiev. It's a great honor. You done. See brighter. See what you done.
Basically, he thinks that a moving object wants to return to rest. But Newton says in the absence of force, an object will keep moving at a constant speed. Yeah. It's interesting. Oh, no. It doesn't look that war doesn't look like there's a lot of war out in the Ukraine, does it? It looks pretty chilled. It doesn't look like there's a war going on at all out in the Ukraine. Oh, look, all nice clothes, busking, giving money to the buskers, and lovely clean roads and buildings and trees, and doesn't look like there's much of a war going on there.
I told you, baby.
Hello, Rune. Welcome.
You're 3 times 7. I don't know what you wanna do.
Hey, they've even got a perfect McDonald's out there. Where's this bloody war in the Ukraine? What's going on? It's perfect. Look at this place. Oh, got a bit of graffiti there.
I told you, baby.
Look, McDonald's.
Mama told you to.
Wow.
You're 3 times 7.
Hey there, Dan MC. Hey, UB. Welcome. Let me just wrench up UB. I've seen UB in plenty of places, and I know you. How old are the men you see? Hey. UB, there's only 2 rules. Respect the other wrenches and kick out any trolls, right? That is it. Hey. Odd. Oh my lordy. Please, just make it. Right, there you go. How old are the men you see? I don't understand what you mean, Rune. What, on the screen? Oh, what on the video? Oh, are you saying that are you saying they were all at war? Is that what you're saying, Rune? All the young men are at war, and just the women and the old age pensioners are left. Is that what you're saying? They are at the front. Okay, I've got you. How you doing? How you doing? Fight the female ostrichen. Hey, you're welcome, UB. You're welcome. Yeah. Wag the dog, mate.
See what you done. You made me love you, and now your mind don't come.
Hey, good morning, Thomas. How you doing? Where's you? Someone say hello to you. Maybe I've got to put the live chat on. I can't see you in there. Did you come in earlier? No, I can't see you.
Thank you very much.
Basking in Ukraine. Did Ukraine conscript all age men? Are you still talking about? You still talking about the Ukraine war? Hey, Logical, welcome. How you doing? They were putting down what? They were putting Down syndrome kids in the front line. What? I've seen plenty of vids of it. That's sick. That is sick. That's disturbing. They were putting Down syndrome kids on the front line.
You're alone and life is making you lonely. You can't always go.
Who? Which side was doing that? Which side was meant? Let's say, allegedly doing that, right? Who was what? The Russians were putting Down syndrome kids on the front line. What is going on in this place? It's just, it's absolute evil, satanic. There's that undercurrent, isn't there, under everything of just evilness. Anyone else know what I'm talking about? You know, the human beings try and sugarcoat it. Everything's wonderful. It ain't. There's this undercurrent of fucking evil in this realm. Really twisted, demented evil. And some, you know, they do acts that we probably can't even comprehend some of the things that they do to other humans and things like this. You could probably get a good idea, but yeah, there's this undercurrent. There's this. It's weird. I've felt it for years.
Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much.
Hello, Nemo. Welcome. You are speaking, David. Yeah, this is UB. This is me speaking, David Banner. Well, that's not my real name. My real name is David. Banner isn't. Right, so. And I am not a faceless troll. My face is on the internet. If you go into my videos and scroll down, and there's a video there I made 5 years ago now, about flat earthers conning and taking money and all this. Something about that. It's only about a minute video to me, but I'm on there speaking in my studio, talking. So yeah, my face is online. I'm not a faceless troll.
No final place for sure. Downtown, everything's waiting for you.
Bird flu's coming. Oh jeez.
Don't hang around and let your problems.
We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Winston, I've heard that. Where have I heard that before? The UCC gone last.
Downtown, just listen to the rhythm of a gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them too before the night is over. Happy again. The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles. Forget.
Yeah, there's an undercurrent of evil, right? And then to top it all off, there's Creaky Blinders. Ephesians 6. Is that where that's from? Yeah, I've definitely heard that before, Winston. I've heard that said before. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Yeah. And you go green when you're angry.
And you may find somebody kind to help and understand you. Someone who is just like you and needs a gentle hand to guide them.
I'm just going to make a drink, guys. I'll be back in a sec.
So maybe I'll see you there. We can forget all our troubles, forget all our cares. So go downtown. Everything's waiting for you. Downtown,
Ah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. When grown men whining like bitches. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Forever. I know what you mean. Luke's is talking about the ostrichen, right? You'd think cats catch bird flu before the cows, but that's science for you. That's hilarious, Thomas. You would think the cats would catch bird flu before the cows. That's funny stuff, man. That's really funny. Jax and Boris, Jackson Manison. Oh, are they? Yeah, that's okay. It's cool. That's okay, ladies. Hopefully, we'll see you next time. I'm still laughing at Thomas bloody cats catch bird flu before the cows. That's hilarious. A silent O.
Change your heart. Look around you. Change your heart. It will astound you.
Ah, funny man.
I need
That should catch bird flu before the cows.
like the sun.
Oh, okay, that's cool, that's cool. Wait, is she working? Isn't Amanda really busy lately? Busy lady, that.
Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Change your heart. Look around you.
That sounded like a vibrate. What was it?
Change your heart. It will astound you. I need your love. Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
No, he hasn't. Chills hasn't done anything. Chills just did a practical demonstration. I jumped to conclusions and said a load of shit. That probably shook it up a little bit. But look, at least I've got everyone looking at it and talking about it, right? And that's what I said. I said to Chills before, I'll make them all look. So it wasn't Chills. It was probably more me and what I was saying and the way I titled it and everything. I kind of got a trigger response, which I was trying to get because I wanted everyone to look at it. So, kind of irrelevant what I said. You know, the point was to get everyone to look at it. But
Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
And Nachi, if you're listening, I wasn't playing you. I was playing William's reaction to it. I wasn't actually playing you. I know you were saying I'm watching you, watching me thing, whatever that was. I was only playing your stream because it had William on it, and he was reacting to the video you were showing. That was it. I wasn't actually showing you or talking about you.
Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
Natchy did make me laugh. He did make me laugh. He said, "Yeah, I'm probably going to get my head chopped out and pasted on science." And Natchy, I would never do that to you, mate, unless you attacked me. That's the only time I do stupid shit like that, and I'm taking like heads and putting them on other bodies and all that. Is when I get attacked. Please remember that, Natch. It's retaliation. That's all that is. Got to remember who started it all. It wasn't me. If baggy pants is it? Tea time strain is awesome. Smoke super cool, tasty. Mac 1 strain. Mac 1 strain is ready to smoke too. Mac 1. First time I've heard of Mach 1. The Mach 1 strain. Is that what you got right now? Suits. Is that what you got right now? Mach 1. Hey there, Chris. How are you? Mach 1. The Mac Daddy. The Mac Daddy. I've got that epic buzz, which is nice because I've told you when it was starting to flower, it started to go like a nice purpley colour. Some nice purple colours in there. Beautiful, and it's 36% as well. It's fucking strong as anything. You can't smoke too much of it. Martin. Martin's in Germany, man. Martin's in Germany at the Euros. Martin, you can carry an ounce of weed around with you out there if you want. Do you know that? You can carry an ounce of weed. You can carry 25 grams. So you can just carry that around with you and smoke it. And yeah, it's been great. Oh, he's loving it out there. The UB is like, Germany is nasty. We love Germany here. We've got a local German that comes in, Schlobinger, who's a pretty cool dude, man. I like Germany, man. I like the German people. They, what they've been through over the last 40 years, 50 years, it's been a psychological mindfuck for the people. Think about it. It wasn't actually them, was it? It was like the politicians and the warmongers and all that. But since it's been over, they've had like a psychological stress that they've had to go through since the end of the war. It's been done on purpose as well. All that was done on purpose. So I like German people, man. I think they're misunderstood. And you know what? Funny as anything. German people are actually really funny. Once you get talking to one, got a really strange sense of humour. Kind of a bit like kind of dry, a little bit dry. Yes, do you know what? It's probably the place to be. Look, if you're into your weeds and all that, apart from Amsterdam and the usual places, like I think there's a couple of spots in Portugal and Spain. Apart from them places, the place to be right now is Germany. In Europe, right? If you're into your weed and you want to grow stuff, and get your ass to Germany. Place to be. Yeah. I knew a German dude, and he had it was like a dry sense of humour, but it was a really quirky and it's funny. It was he was actually really funny. These little quick remarks he used to come out with, hilarious, and it was really dry because of the tone of his voice that he used to talk in. But a guy from Bavaria, he always referencing the British Empire. Fair, you can walk around something on the Stonebridge estate, no bother. Yeah, I know. It's nearly there, isn't it? But Aaron, you always get some funny fucker, didn't you? That's gonna, if they smell it, to these people, drugs is drugs, right? It doesn't matter if it's cannabis, cocaine, or heroin. Drugs is drugs. It's illegal. Call the authorities. That's what it's like in places in the UK. Or that's what the mindset of people is like in the UK. A lot of people are like that. Oh no, it's just drugs. Drugs? No, call the police. Yo, Shlow, how you doing? No, I haven't got them yet. Chris. I haven't got them yet. I went in for the chemo on Tuesday and I had a reaction. My whole body started shaking. Whole body was shaking. Like, it was insane. So they sent me home and then I had to go back the next day and I still felt a bit rough. So they've rebooked it till next Thursday. And I've got a blood test on Tuesday. So I've got, it's just, I haven't really thought about it at the time because I've been quite busy trying to get all this done. But yeah, I will get to it, dude. I will get to it. Yeah, Germans are cool, man. Germans are cool people. As I say, they've been... Yeah. It's still kind of slightly... If I put my hand out, like, there's a slight little flicker. Still kind of in my... Feel it a little bit in me. But, yeah, other than that, I'm not too bad. I think by Thursday, it'll all be gone. I'll be back to normal, fully energised. Because when I went back the next day, they wanted to do it. And I was saying to them, look, I've got no energy. I'm not like how I come in yesterday. Like, when I went in the day before, I was like full of energy. I was like, let's get it done. Feeling myself. As soon as they give me those tablets and all that, my body started shaking. And I said to the nurse, look, let's just get it done. I don't want to be up here all day. She said, I can't. When you're reacting like this, I can't. I'm not allowed to. So, yeah, they rebooked it, and it's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. But I'll get there, guys. I'll get there. Integrity of the connection with the pads is the in-skin. I've still got a couple of spare ones. I've still got a couple of them spare ones in there, Chris. It must be easy to find it out in Germany now. You must be able to just go. Must be able to ask someone. Just go, look, mate. Can you get me a nice bit of quality weed? Is any about? Must be. There must be loads of it in Germany. If I was out in Germany now and I lived out in Germany, I would be growing non-stop. I'd get all my mates into it. I'd buy them all tents. Just give me 50%. That's the way you do it. You set up shop in all your mates' houses and just go, look, I bought you all the equipment, just give me half of what you make. Beautiful. Pitzelberg, Bavaria. Germany's a test there. I mentioned the war banner. I did it once, but I think I got away with it. Yeah, what they did to Dresden, right? That appalling, 45 minutes of just setting fire with bonfire, inferno bombs, right? Just torched and incinerated everything and everyone. That was just, they've tried to kind of put it under the carpet, haven't they? Under the rug, hide it. It's out there, and you can go and see. But it just doesn't sit right with me. Doesn't. And then what the German people had to go through after the war. Remember, the war's over now, and it was all psychological, trying to put them down, and the Brits were part of that as well. Disgusting behaviour. Brits and the Germans, the Brits and the Americans were a big part of that. But yeah, I've got nothing against German people. In fact, I like German people. I think they're really cool. Wait, Slow, can you get Martin any ting? Can you get him any ting, bruv? Can you get him any ting? Cheers, man.
people didn't die of fire; they were suffocated by the because the incendiary devices were sucking. They dropped so many of them, they just sucked all the air because the fire needs oxygen, right? So when you're dropping all that, I mean, go and look at the footage. I mean, it's just incredible. It's not incredible. It's disgusting, but it's just like when you're watching it, you're seeing all these flashes going off, and it's just lines and lines of them. You're thinking all the people as well that they're killing and sucking all the air out, suffocating, and it's absolutely atrocious. 20 kilometres north of Nuremberg. Boy, slow.
Do you think that you're going to win the Euros? I'm not really into it no more. I used to love it. I used to love the football and all that, and all my mates were into football. They were for years, and I supported a team miles away just on purpose to piss them all off. Because I'm from the southeast, right? All my mates are West Ham supporters. So I supported Liverpool. I didn't want to support what everyone else supported, right? So I wanted it to be different. So yeah, I supported Liverpool for years, and they hated it. They couldn't stand it. I just used to laugh at these fits, man. I only went to Hamburg once. Couldn't believe it. About 20 of us at the Reeperbahn. Weed everywhere. We hadn't had a smoke for a couple of months. Got so far. If you don't smoke it, you don't smoke weed for a little while. That first, the first puff or the first like half a joint that you have, mate, that can just destroy you. That stop you in your tracks. That will. Sure, if it's a strong bit of weed, for sure. No, Banner, not really. The team is shy. 114 miles could you post? Oh, it's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Posting weed and stuff. I don't know. I mean, because it's legal now in Germany, that'd probably be okay to do that, wouldn't it? Put it in an eighth or something in a bag and just send it. I'm sure that'd be okay, wouldn't it, if it's legal? Germany, I don't know. Slow, can you do that? Are you allowed to do that, Slow? Just send it over the post. Yo, Chills, how you doing, bro? Chills, I put my hands up. I put my hands up earlier. I jumped to conclusions. I got what I was doing, Chills. I was looking at your demonstration, thinking about Dell's demonstration and William's demonstration, all at the same time, and trying to figure out what I was observing on the screen, which is not the right way to do it. And I did make the point that Dell wasn't trying to manipulate it by asking Chills to move the weight up, because that's the demonstration that Dell does. He was just trying to make it the same. Right? That wasn't computing in my head, and I was being a bit of a dumb. So, yeah, apologies for that, guys. But I was just say, I put my hands up. You've got to vacuum seal it though. It's still Chills. The latest one that you've done with that bubble, that air bubble, man. That's insane. That's crazy. So Chills has dropped a bottle of water with a kilogram weight in it. As it's going down, it's obviously losing sensing buoyancy, but an air bubble above it looks like it's got more force than the kilogram weight.
That's just, is that kind of telling you that there's no sensing buoyancy in there whatsoever? If the bubble is more kind of, it's pushing the 1 kilo weight down, that's kind of crazy, guys. Oh yes, it would be if it's just a couple of grams. Okay, I think he can send you a couple of grams. Martin. There's 5 of us. Could you do 14? Oh man, I don't know. Look, I think they'd be funny about that, Martin. Half an ounce, sending half an ounce through the post. I think you might get away with. Then you've got to kind of try and hide the smell. It's legal, so yeah. You need to know what's the legal amount that you can send over the post. You need to find that out really before anything, because you know you don't want to get Slow in trouble for sending it, or you don't want to get in trouble for receiving that amount on the other end. You know what I mean? So there could be. Just make sure you're both good when it comes to legally how much you can send. Hey, Freezy Peach, how you doing? How you doing, Martin? Great to see you guys. Post is standard these days. Jimmy, I'm way too power about sending weed over the post, mate. I could never do that. I couldn't do it. Do people actually do that, Jimmy? You know, like an 8 or something like that. They just send it over the post.
Thank you again. That was Trouble Need for you tonight.
It's an interesting thing you did there, Chills. And Chills, what did I say to you the day before, Chills, or a couple of days before? I said to you, I'm going to make them all look at it, right? I'll make everyone look at it. So that was the mission. That's what I did. Mission completed. But I think the way that I went about it, Chills, with the triggering title and all that, I think that was a bit much. I think I shouldn't have took that angle. I was just trying to get them in to look at it, right? So, yeah. And the jump into conclusions wasn't great. It wasn't great. But as I say, I put my hands up. That's one thing I do, and I've told you guys before, I do that, and wind me in when I do it. And that's what's happened, which is good. That's what needs to happen. If I'm saying something which is wrong, call me out. Say, Banner, you're wrong. David, you're wrong. It's this. So yeah, I'm good with that, because then what that's doing, I'm learning, and we're all looking to get to the same place, right? Yeah, we're all looking to get to the same place. So as I say, it doesn't change this realm. It doesn't change this realm if it's in motion. We still don't know the full dimensions of it. We still don't know if there's a dome. All this stuff. We still don't know if there's lots of more land masses out there and more water, and maybe it carries on. Maybe that's got a dome over it. But I'm 100% sure that what they show us, just our land masses that we reside on today, with the ice wall around it and a dome on top, and they're saying that's all there is. No, that's a psyop, because there is more land. Now, if there's more land out of our land masses and it goes on, and then is there a dome over that? Could be. As I say, it's a learning thing, guys. Even with the motion thing, for me, the big learning thing, right? So there shouldn't be really too hard. Look, we're not dismissing it. That's what I mean. A lot of people have gone, fuck off, Del. That's bullshit. At least we're not doing that. Yeah, we might get through a few things wrong along the way, but at least we're actually trying to understand it, right?
I pictured a rainbow
It's you can't ever be wrong in the flat cup. Hey, look. This is you've gotta learn by your mistakes, and you've gotta be out. Sometimes I'll say and do things, and it's only to afterwards I'm thinking, hell, and if someone might say something in the chat, no, that's not right, and then I'll look, and then I'll go, okay, yeah, you know what, I'm actually wrong. So there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, because that shows there's progress and there's learning going on. Yeah, that's chills, and I said that to you in the chat, didn't I? I'll make everyone listen, right? And that was the main thing, was to get everyone looking at the video. So that was the main point. I think the way I went about it was probably the wrong way, trying to trigger those guys into coming in, because I was thinking about it. When you trigger them, they're going to come in with a bad vibe anyway, because they're triggered. They're like, no, Anna, you're talking shit, blah blah blah. So they're gonna come in with a bad energy. So yeah, maybe that was the wrong way to do it. Oh, it was the wrong way to do it. It was the wrong way to do it. Let's just be real. It was the wrong way to do it. A lot of flat Earth is controlled. Do you know, Jimmy? I would say 90% of it is. Is that the only channels I really dig are the small channels, the smaller channels. The bigger channels, with a lot of money that they get in and all the money, it just kind of muddies the waters, doesn't it? You don't really know their intentions and why they're really in it for. Are they in it for the truth, or are they in it for the money? Who knows? But yeah, I feel like the real community, or even if there is one, is the smaller channels. That's just my opinion on it. Hey, good morning, Trip. You got Trip Canada's in the house. Is Vertec in it? I can't see Vertec. I couldn't see. I can't see Vertec, and I couldn't see. Who was it earlier who came in and I couldn't see him? Hang on, what's going on here? Why can't I see Vertec in the chat? Is Vertec in the chat, or am I tripping out? Am I hallucinating, or? Tripping banner. I must be, man. I can see someone said, love your Vertec, and hands up to Vertec and everything, and I can't see Vertec. I can't see Vertec in my own bloody chat, which is ridiculous. No, he's not. He's not there. I couldn't see someone else coming earlier, and I couldn't see it. Oh, happy. Happy, is that Happy again? Good old Happy from Oz. I saw that. Oh, okay. That's okay. Don't worry, we just got a wires crossed. That's all.
You climbed on the ladder, and you know
Constant or accelerating?
too high,
That's the question.
too soon. You saw the whole of the moon, the whole of the moon. Hey, yeah. Unicorns and camels.
Hey there, Gary. Got music for truth in the house. Great to see you, Gary. If plants went just in flower, they will take at least 3 weeks before harvest. Yeah, and then you've got the dry and the cure stage after that, slow, which is super important. You know, don't let them dry out too quick, or you lose all that flavour. You don't want to be smoking straw, do you, slow? You know that. So if they dry out too quick, weed is disgusting. It's horrible. It's not even worth smoking. Yeah, so it's probably a little bit longer. 3 weeks cut down, and then 2 weeks, 3 weeks of dry and cure. That's going to be 6 weeks just there, really. I think he means. Oh no, I think he means 3 weeks left. 3 weeks left to flower. Well, am I jumping to conclusions again? Am I jumping to conclusions again? I've got to watch myself now. It's good though, because it's made me think about, like, yeah, it's made me be aware of it more, right? Jumping to conclusions. And that was only from Andrew in the chat the other night. I think it was last night. He went, Banner, you jumped to conclusions. I was like, you know what, I do. It squirrels like 21 days minimum curing, and that's just on the cure. Oh, he said just started, did he? Maybe he got it mixed up. Yeah, he said, yeah, my plants just went in. So that's going to be like maybe 3 weeks already. Say he's already been in, maybe? I don't know. I think Shlo knows what he's doing. Yes. So yeah, Shlo. I think what Shlo meant was he's got 3 weeks left to flower. So I think that's what he meant. What you guys think of Patricia Steer's comeback, Yubi? I'm not sure. I know she do a show with Mark Sargent the other night. Well, how long has she been gone for now? 4 years or something? It's been quite a while, isn't it? It's since been quite a while. It's probably more than that. Well, yeah, you had all the Antonio debacle. You had all that going on, didn't you, years ago with Patricia? So I don't know what's going on. What do I feel about it? Nothing really, UB, to be honest. I don't really. Almost 6 years, Winston says. Winston says almost 6 years. So, yeah, that's 2018. That's probably about right. Yeah. No, that's probably about right. 2018, 2019 is when she just left, didn't she? But there's a... yeah. I'm not really going to get into all that with the Antonio thing. Antonio's not here anymore, so I don't really want to go into all that. But, people that were around at the time, we all know what kind of happened, and we'll remember what happened after as well, all the palaver afterwards. And, I don't want to say no more, but, just out of respect for Antonio, really. Yeah, that's what that's what I didn't really want to go into, Jason. All that side of it, and Antonio, and all that, and yeah, I don't really want to go into that. It's not my place to. It's not my place to. The Book of the Sun, yeah. Which I will hopefully be reading, hopefully in the next 3 months or so. I know. Well, Brendan's got the Book of the Sun. He said next time he comes down, he's gonna bring it with him. So I'd be interested just to flick through it and just to. Yes. Yeah, no big deal, Jason. No big deal. I mean, it's just everyone knows anyway, don't they? You know, and if Antonio was still here, I'd talk about it, but he ain't. So it's all of them, Chills. It's all of them. It's every single one of them. Listen, I don't dislike Patricia. She's never done whatever you want to say. I never done nothing to me. In fact, all the times I went into chats, Patricia always said hello to me. It was always nice and never done nothing awful to me. So have I got a reason to dislike Patricia? Have you guys got a reason to dislike? Has he or had ever done anything to you personally? Has anyone seen the moon and the Terminator line? The shadow was at the top and the bright bit was at the bottom all day. Is there daylight moon? Is there daylight moon suits? I can't see it. It's too cloudy. Too overcast. So, UB, is Patricia back for good, or was it just a one-off with Mark? All day yesterday. Wow, didn't know, man. Did you get any footage of it, Suits? Did you take any video of that? I love seeing daylight moons, man. They're just such a mystery. But not really. On a flat plane, it's not really a mystery, is it? No, because it's all local. We know that, so we know it's all local. We know those bodies up there are a lot smaller than what they say, and a lot more closer and local. It's a localized system. It's out all the time, yeah. Yeah, that's what I think, Chills. We just don't see it all the time, but it's there. There's always, I think there's always a daylight moon somewhere. I blame the gay frogs. Rainbow-coloured frogs. Oh, you was on the roof, bumping out roof tiles. You could see it from there. Wow. And the Terminator line was in the middle, and the light was where? At the bottom. Was the light at the bottom or the top? Hold me up here. It was at the top, and the bright bit was at the bottom. So the bright was at the bottom. And where was the sun's position? Do you remember the sun's position? Because half of the time, the sun's position in the Terminator line on the moon, when you see a daylight moon, it doesn't match. It doesn't match. A visual clock, Martin saying, follows the sun's path.
Welcome to the show where you don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show if you don't know it's part of the show. Didn't they teach you to reach for the stars while opening up the bars and keeping you chained down with mortgage bills and cars, vaccines for your arms, kids sounding like supercharged, caffeinated hate-filled scars and rage?
Always matches for Chills, so it matches where Chill is up in Scotland. It seems to match Terminator, daylight moons, but down here in the southeast, it doesn't match.
In love with the yarn, I'm tired of walking into refracted shards. Poor science display.
What I need to do, I need to get one of these modern phones. I need to start recording them, and then recording the sun's position at the same time. And to show you where the Terminator line is, and showing you the sun's position.
Where you don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show. If you don't know, you don't know. Intoxicated 8 makes you believe you're spinning in space while you have no shame or grace. It's a disdainful state I used to contemplate, how to save myself from my own self-hate. Wonder why I was even made with a dreadful fate, forced to try and awake with a full plate, no one to help me stay awake.
Yeah, Jimmy. Kills kind of says the same thing, you know. They're not where you see them. They're actually from 7 a.m. till night time I see it. It looked real. Yeah. So it was from 7 a.m. till night time, and what that the Terminator line didn't change. Is that what you're saying?
Just to go along, I said.
So like for 12 hours, let's just say for 12 hours it didn't change. That's kind of...
If it's part of the show. Welcome to the show.
Hey there, Powers.
If you don't know,
How are you?
you don't know.
I think it's quite possible the moon is partially illuminated by the sun. I don't have a problem with that mostly. Yeah, well, that's the next question, isn't it? Is the moon a physical object? Is the sun a physical object? Are these actually physical objects we're looking at? Because at night, when you look through a telescope or binoculars at the moon, it looks like it's got solidity to it. It looks solid, doesn't it? But when you see a daylight moon, now it starts to look kind of translucent, like you can see through it. Now, is that just like some sort of optical illusion that we're observing there? I don't know, but it's that's the question, I think. Because a lot of people don't even think it's solid. Some people think it's a projection or something else, plasma. Hey, Dr. Bunsen, how you doing? Powers says, I believe the sun is just a light, focal point. However, the moon is physical. Yeah, kind of. The moon's a real mystery to me. I've seen the moon, a high altitude moon footage. So did Mr. Watson. It's a thing. It's an actual thing. So Chills is saying it's an actual physical object up there, which I'm kind of with as well, you know, because it's just it's a lot of video evidence just showing that this thing is like a solid object. But how, you know, and then I don't really want to get into that, but. Big jellyfish. Forever, yeah. Some volume going. The missing part of the moon is always the same colour as the sky around it. Yeah. And that's the weird thing, isn't it? That kind of proves it's in our atmosphere, right? It proves that it's local as well. But we shouldn't seen it down under and all that. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Dr. P. There is a lot of wires there, I've got to admit. Nice little live setup. Oh, it ain't in there, Chills. Oh, I thought I put it in there. I have to get... Yeah, I see. Where did I see Simon? I see Simon the other day in the chat. Yeah, he seems to be doing okay. He seems to be good. Can't remember what chat it was, Martin. Can't remember what chat it was. So many lately. Is this EDM? I don't know. I don't know what this genre of music is. I really don't. Is it EDM? I don't know. I don't know. I just know he had a nice setup and it sounded pretty cool, man. So I thought, and it's like 10 minutes. So. Got me stoned beyond belief years ago in Denmark. Yeah, man. I bet that was cool, wasn't it, Martin? I bet that was really cool, man. Going to Denmark, meeting Simon, getting extremely high. And then, did you ride there? Did you ride there, Martin? I'm sure you did. Did you? I liked his mushroom breakdowns, the old psilocybin. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, man. And connecting it with all the churches and all the I liked all that. It's a shame that he don't come in no more, man. Because I'd like to. Hey there, Laura. How you doing? How are you? I lived there for 14 years. Yeah, there's Natchy's channel. Natchy's channel there, guys. Go and check out Natchy. Cool dude, man. Millwall, what? Ex-Arsenal and Everton striker Kevin Campbell has died. Wow. 54. Millwall's goalkeeper has died at the age of 26. Now, what have you been doing, Laura? I'm tired. 2 feet of barbed wire to go. Wow. Are you at work, are you, Laura? Kills, can you link the demonstration, your latest one, please, with the bubble? I thought I put it in the list. It ain't in there. Must have just watched it.
with a beautiful wife. And you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. And you may ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. 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 Water dissolving and water removing. There is water at the bottom of the ocean. Under the water, carry the water. Remove the water at the bottom of the ocean. Water dissolving and water removing. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, into the silent water, under the rocks and stones. There is water underground. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, after the body's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. You may ask yourself, what is that beautiful house? You may ask yourself, where does that highway go to? And you may ask yourself, am I right? Am I wrong? And you may say to yourself, my God, what have I done? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, into the silent water, under the rocks and stones. There is water underground. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, after the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Well, look where my hand was. Time isn't holding up. Time isn't after us. Same as it ever was. 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 Yeah, twisted. Here comes the twister. Same as it ever was.
I'm just going to take a quick look at it. Oh, is this the one we?
Right, okay, here's the new get up.
Is this the one where he drops it
I've
though?
got the drop the bottle. When that's at the top, drop the
Yeah, that's the right experiment. Oh, I got it completely. It was that they're already at the bottom of it. What a moron I. It'd be. I think it's on shorts. It'd be on Chillsy's shorts. I think this is the one. Testing set. I think this is the one.
Okay, let's take a closer look at this. Super slow mode. Right. It's fine.
Stop it there. Just turn this up.
It's not moving one bit for ages. Till about 18 seconds and the air bubble starts pushing the weight down.
The air bubble. Look,
Wow.
it's
Okay,
pushing.
let's take a closer look at this.
the air bubble seems to have more force than the 1 kilogram weight. That's
Right,
incredible.
it's fun.
Look, check out this air bubble.
It's not moving one bit for ages. Till about 18 seconds and the air bubble starts pushing the weight down. Wow. Okay, let's take a closer look at this.
I wish that could go longer, Chills. It's another like 4 seconds or something longer.
Super slow mode. Right. It's fun. It's not moving one bit for ages. Till about 18 seconds and the air bubble starts pushing the weight down. Wow.
See the air bubble, see the air bubble on top of the weight, and look how the weight reacts.
Super slow mode. Right. It's fun. It's not moving one bit for ages. Till about 18 seconds and the air bubble starts pushing the weight down.
Look, the air bubble right there.
Wow. Okay,
I'll
let's
try
take
and
a
pause
closer
it
look at
and
this.
show you it.
Super slow mode. Right. It's fun. It's not moving one bit for ages. Till about 18 seconds and the air bubble starts pushing the weight down.
There's the air bubble.
Wow.
And there it is there. See it? It's got slightly compressed there because of the surface of the water come down on it. You can see it there.
Okay, let's take a close.
Oh yeah, guys, what do you think's happening? I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I'm not going to do that no more. What do you think? Yeah, Lev does make great vids, you know. Does make great vids. Hey, how you doing, Rethink? Good to see you. Mima, thanks for coming in. Dorian's like not having it.
Ready? Yeah. 1, 2.
Hey, Jax, great you can make it. Thanks for coming in. It's undeniable for me.
No, you don't care what they're gonna do.
How do you argue against it? You just got to be honest about it, right?
You don't like worrying about things that are bigger than you. While your husband and children are sent off to war, you hang up your flag, miss. Don't ask much.
You know what? That's why I think something funny is going on. Because listen, if I can see what Dell's saying, and I'm not even that scientific, I'm not really into that side of it, but I'll see where Dell's coming from on this. And there's supposed people a lot more scientific in the flat earth and they're not grasping it. That's really funny for me. That's just telling me something is actually going on here.
More. You think your side is winning, but you don't know the score. There aren't peace in the
I know, Jax. Jax. It's exactly the way I feel. As soon as it starts getting interesting, the video stops. It's like if we had another 5 seconds of that drop, I would love to see that for another 5 seconds. Just a higher, maybe double, treble the elevation or something. But just as it's getting interesting, it bloody stops. It's like, damn.
we don't reason very well wearing bulletproof vests. It ain't money that's power, it's knowledge that's king. Better open your eyes, sir, they ain't the same thing. You don't have either, and that's why you're down. That ain't never gonna change while your head's in the ground. They don't want you going anywhere except 6 feet.
That was 3 floors up. That's what I mean. When Chill starts up in the elevation, and then he's got to start thinking about his phone, and you know they're not cheap, these phones. So you know you've got to somehow protect the phone from that distance. Or could you have it on like a controlled? Would be in free fall, except for the last meter where you could slow it down somehow on maybe on a rope or something. Not in total free. I'm just trying to think of ways how you could drop this with one of these phones from a really quite high elevation without breaking the phone. Because you know, it's all right for 2 or 3 floors dropping it onto a bit of foam, maybe, yeah, but you're looking at 6, 7 floors, then.
By believing those dog-lying wolves on the screen, whose words you believe in, whose pockets are green. While you're green with envy, you guess it's okay, long as everybody else is getting stepped on the same way.
Happy.
You think you have
Explain what is in that container. I see water and an air bubble.
So
I
they
think it's a kilogram weight in there. Yeah.
They defeat you and cheat you until your last breath.
It was landing on a bit of foam bed, yeah.
And waste all your time. Then they pull on your
Logical's like no, it's stationary. 100% it's stationary.
mind. You think you make choices, but you're just
Landing,
landing.
yeah. I get it, but it's completely irrelevant. Yeah. Tony's like at the point of like, what's this got to do with the shape of the Earth or where we are? And I know a lot of people are going to feel that. They're going to feel that, and a lot of people are going to be like logical, like no, it's definitely stationary. That's not what I observe. That's not what I experience. And then you're gonna have the people that are going, yes, it is, and people's not quite convinced but can see where it's coming from. You know, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. But that's what I'm saying, and I'm not even that scientific, but I'm starting to see it. But there's other people in this, like so-called flat Earth community, that are a lot more scientific than I am, and they can't see it. Okay, something strange is going on.
They abuse you, confuse you, and use you each day. Then they paralyze you, sterilize you. That's how they play. And you trust them, you lust them, you do everything.
Film with the drone. That's interesting. Yeah, could the drone stay with the crickets falling? It should be able to, right?
You'll wake up someday, but still you play. Yes, you think
Strategically placed drones. You could have like 4 drones, couldn't you?
someday, there's just no way. You think you have freedom, but you'll wake up someday.
I sent one of Chill's videos a couple of my Scottish people I know, and they couldn't understand him either. I understand you. That's because I had a Scottish. My nan remarried a Glaswegian, really heavy Glaswegian accent. At first, we didn't understand a word he said, but yeah, you get used to it. You get used to the little phrases and stuff.
Oh,
That's why I understand all Scottish people. You know, I don't have to try and listen and.
it's that Compton-ish.
Chevy lights, women you like.
That's quite funny, Happy.
I had to give it back to the streets
Other
on this
Scotsmen
one.
couldn't tell what Chills was talking.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
My city,
Hood advice,
right?
Chevy lights,
I'ma give you a full blown
hustle at
run
night,
through that Compton city, right?
rolling dice,
Listen,
gangsta rights, hood
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
I'm
back
water was only
at
weighing
it again.
677
My
grams.
city back at it with him. Back against the wall, K-Dot they trying to pin, but they can't fuck with that
Flies
pin.
in with a
The shit I
VR
write is
headset.
brighter than blue gems. You better
Need a
stay in
few
that
drones
gym.
drop from a height.
Exercise your mind till it's strong enough to
Twice the
fuck
film,
with
yeah.
mine. Stick to my roots like Black Thought and them. I'm black with thoughts.
I think
of
I think you're gonna
Einstein.
need
Describe it.
thinking about it. I think you're gonna need a camera fixed to the reference frame. What you're dropping, it needs to be fixed to that frame. I think it being on the outside, just like falling down.
In him, genius. What you know about the city I live in, where the souls of the dead is living? You don't know about our living conditions. We live righteously. We can give a fuck about your opinion, but it's more than just weed and women. Gangsters, hustlers, bullet collisions, players, pimps.
Definitely want to see that from like 6 or 7 floors.
Who can envision?
What's going to happen, right? This is what's going to happen. You're going to drop it from 6 to 7 floors, right? As soon as it starts getting interesting, it's going to stop. And then someone's going to go, well, we need to do it from 14 floors. It's just until you were skydiving out of a fucking plane with the bottle. Just... That's where he's going to go to. That's where he's going to go.
Easy was pitching, Dre was 6'4" lifting, and WA had mentioned Quick had the turntables mixing. The first ones to say fuck the system, I'm trying to tell you about. Chevy lights, women you like, ride, hustle at night, yeah, homie, that's Compton life. Rolling dice, gangster rights, hood advice, yeah, homie, that's Compton life. Chevy lights, women you like, ride, hustle at night, yeah, homie, that's Compton life. Rolling dice, gangster rights, hood advice, yeah, homie, that's Compton life. Yeah, it's so street
That's where
like
it's going to end up. It's going to end up a skydiver diving out with a bottle of water, and then
young gun,
all
but
this
not
is let
like
it go.
young
Film
Chris
it.
and Eve. I'm from the land of organized crime, disorderly peace. Cause nowadays niggas hustle and they order their peace and worship their gun the same as they religious belief. The Compton sheriffs can't forget the police, cause in the hood tame pigs no more. They be the mark of the beast, and their main aim is just to target the streets. So when you see them, please be quick on your feet. There they go, watch 'em. Have your Pharaoh killed just like a possum. You could contain them, but there's no way that you can stop them. Niggas plant their seeds to be gangsters, hoping one day they blossom. The same time, hope the system don't rock them. Cause Compton raised niggas and bitches, we barely got them. Unless you're talking about the one with the attitude problem. From Rosecrans to Central, Compton Centennial, we back. It's for my people, it's official. I'm gone. Chevy lights, women you like, ride, hustle at night, yeah.
Oh, we ain't seen this. I don't think you've seen this
Rolling
one.
dice, gangster rights.
Something different.
Now, there are many beautiful places to visit while on vacation, but there's one that's been getting a lot of attention lately, and in a very strange way. For the past couple of years, the Appalachian mountain range has been trending on social media for its many mysteries, such as tales of skinwalkers,
Made it to the Appalachian Mountains. So far, no skin.
the Mothman, the Rake, the Dogman, Bigfoot, and the list goes on.
What's it doing?
But after researching a bit, I found out that there's much more to it, and it's actually freaky. From hikers that have mysteriously vanished, never to be seen again,
Hi, everyone floating above the mountain.
This is crazy.
They're rising in the
unexplained sightings of luminous objects, and paranormal activity, this place is filled with strange tales of the unknown.
Next, I'm gonna say I can't stand heights.
Dude, they're chasing that! Lily, they're chasing that!
And because of that, it's been trending quite a lot on social media. And today, we're going to be taking a look at some of the creepiest and most unexplained videos caught in the Appalachian Mountains.
I'm being followed by something.
But before we go on, let me explain why this mountain range is shrouded in mystery. The Appalachian Mountains are one of the oldest mountain ranges in the world, with its core being formed about 1.2 billion years ago when all of the continents were still one. They stretch from Newfoundland, Canada to central Alabama in the US, showcasing breathtaking beauty and incredible biodiversity. But because this place is really old, older than the dinosaurs, older than Saturn's rings and the ozone layer, many people believe that the region is somewhat haunted.
Jules has put it to bed.
Experienced a lot of unexplainable things, and I'm not the only one.
Since first inhabiting the land, the Cherokee natives talk about strange beings that roam these mountains, like the Moon-Eyed people, a race of small, pale-skinned beings who lived in the area before the Cherokees.
The Cherokees tell us that when they first arrived in the Appalachian area, they found it inhabited by a certain moon-eyed type people who couldn't see.
And Spearfinger, a shape-shifting humanoid that preys on unsuspecting victims.
How is that? Raylan!
This, for instance, is a video that was
Schlow's
recorded
got
in the
an early
Great Smoky
visitor.
Mountains in
Got a visitor.
2021. At the time, Renana's 007, the person who was recording the video, was working the night shift as a security guard in the Great Smoky Mountains. And all of a sudden this happens.
Raylan!
Just someone in the suit.
What looks like a featureless humanoid figure can be seen walking towards the car. Needless to say, Renana 007 and her buddy got the heck out of there as fast as possible.
That's just some dude in a ghillie suit.
Now, I'm not exactly sure what it is that they saw that night. What I do know, however, is that encounters like this one are quite common in the Appalachian Mountains. And while researching the topic, I came across one of the most mysterious videos that was originally posted by Hellbent Holler YouTube channel, a channel that focuses on investigating strange phenomena and cryptids.
Let's go in. What is that?
We've got eyes in the woods.
In the winter of 2023,
I can't believe Martin's out in Germany, man, in the Euros. That's crazy, Martin.
Jessie and her team traveled
One thing, he's going to have a great time. He'll have
to
a
North
great
Carolina to investigate the centuries-old phenomenon known as the Brown Mountain Lights.
A vacuum seal, yeah. You can vacuum.
Those
yeah,
are
but-
city lights.
I've had vacuum sealed packages before, though, Chills, and you can still smell it. They're vacuum tight as well.
Oh wow. Oh wow, this is great.
It's
This
not.
is perfect
It's not
for this.
massively strong, but you can still smell it a little.
Yeah,
I want to go down to the
I'm
platform.
getting that pro now, man.
Oh my god, we've got one.
What's that?
We've got a Brown Mountain Light.
It was late at night when Jessie and her team finally captured what looked like some sort of luminous object in the woods. They were live streaming the event to their YouTube channel, so they were very excited when finally something showed up. But they had absolutely no idea what was about to happen. Check
Look
this
at
out.
that. How cool is that? We've got one.
Unless there might have been like
Holy moly.
might not have been vacuum packed properly. I don't know, but I could still smell it.
I'm a live stream
Strong
here. Give me
stuff
the headlamp
as
and
well.
your phone, and we'll live stream you, and you can.
Whoa, 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 I've got another one. Oh my god. Oh my god. This one's huge. This one's huge.
All right, we're live. Go ahead and say what we're doing.
Okay, so guys, I just wanted to tell you guys we are live.
Got to get the right one. Okay.
We are live.
Yeah, it probably wasn't a
looking at the
professional-
Brown Mountain Lights.
It
We
probably-
took a
it
little
was probably
trip
just like one of
today,
those-
And we are up here.
It's probably just like the Hoover one, yeah, with the whole thing, and you probably something like that. Probably
At
wasn't.
an overlook, we are looking over the Brown Mountain Ridge and Brown Mountain, and I'm using the psionics. And right now, I am actually catching the Brown Mountain Lights on the psionics.
Okay.
Recording. I got one. It's very. This thing is perfect for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got one right here. Wow. It is so cold. We are freezing out here. So right now we're just scanning the mountains and the ridges over here.
I'm gonna
There's-
try to shoot a beam down into the gorge.
Okay.
See if we can get a.
Wow, that flashlight's insane.
Now completely baffled, but at the same time curious to find out if this
Yeah, my mate, as I say, my mate had one as well. It used to make like a. That's the noise it used to make when it used to be vacuuming, right? When it used to vacuum seal.
is indeed some sort of strange phenomenon or people camping down there. They point a very strong flashlight towards it, and this is what happens.
Yeah, see if you could get like a response.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Again,
Whoa. Oh my God.
Whatever they did with the flashlight, it seems to have worked, so they decide to flash it once more. And this is what they caught on camera.
Blood on you?
Yeah, but I can't get to it right now. What do you need?
I've got one on me. I don't know, I was gonna try to signal and see if something would happen, see if there's like a response.
Give it a shot. We do not have laser pointers.
Oh my God.
You got a good one?
I got one in the air floating.
What?
I have one floating above the mountain. Do you see it with your eyes? Do you see it with your eyes? It's red. It's one of these like balls of light.
Oh, Isaac Cappy, yeah, that was strange. That Isaac Cappy stuff.
Oh my God. They're rising. They're rising in the air. They're just rising in the air over the mountain.
It's all in the bags.
Whatever
Shit
these
bags
things
no
are, they
good.
now seem to
Okay.
be
Yeah, it
rising
might have been a
towards
crap
the air,
bag
and
then. But
Jesse and
definitely,
her
as I
team
started
are
smelling,
completely
that's what I
baffled
thought. I
and
thought if something's vacuum sealed or vacuum sealed like that, you should be able to smell anything.
be sure that these are not people camping or airplanes.
There was quite a
This
bit of
is
it though as well,
something
Jill,
else
so I don't know
entirely.
if that was...
Check this out.
It looks like there's another one.
You got another light in the sky?
I've got one rising. Can you see that? Can you guys see that? Do you see that ball of light just rising above the mountain?
Jesse, there's 3 of
Look at them.
Something like this as well, flashing,
This is the craziest thing. I didn't expect anything like this at all.
jumping around.
They're just
What
rising
in the
up.
hell? That is so bizarre.
Look at this thing
The
over
4th
here.
one's rising up from the forest right now. You've got the 2 bright ones, one on top of the other.
1,
The
2, 3, 4. We've got one there.
The
one
They're
other-
over
like
here.
lined up. Hold it at kind of an angle. You can really see these things just rising in the sky.
This is not what
Fireflies.
I expected. I expected ghost lights in the woods, which we saw already. This is almost like UFO like type. This is crazy. Now the top one's starting to get brighter again. The 3rd one's disappeared. Although I think I've got a plane in the distance. I've got
Send
one
weed
moving
in
to
a
the
glass
left, one
bottle.
slowly moving to the right.
That makes
After
sense,
posting
yeah.
the video to YouTube, it left the entire internet completely baffled. Whatever these things are, it's very clear
See
that the
the
Brown
mirror, I
Mountain
think,
lights
yeah.
are
So it's all
not
in the
just some
bags,
ghostly
okay.
lights in the woods.
All
This
in
is
the bag.
possibly something else.
Crappy bags.
Some people believe that the Brown Mountain
not gonna
lights are
get up.
actually related to extraterrestrial activity, while others
Sure
state
they
that
would've
there
used the
are
wrong bags,
underground bases hidden within the region. To this day, no one knows what is causing this unexplained phenomenon. What is known is that it was first officially reported in the 1700s by German engineer Gerard Wildebraum. At the time, he attributed the lights to nitrous vapors, but then people slowly realized that that wasn't it. Even after hundreds of years, people had absolutely no idea what was causing these mysterious orbs to show up.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I've got like 6 or 8 of them all lined up across here, folks.
Things got so serious that in 1922, an FBI agent known as G.E. Moore was dispatched to investigate the lights, and despite his efforts, he wasn't able to conclude anything, which added even more intrigue to the mystery. Now, taking into consideration that hundreds of people have seen and sometimes even photographed these mysterious orbs, I would say that this is possibly the real deal.
Dude, they're chasing that! Lily, they're chasing that! Look how many! Look how many there are!
Oh my God, I'm scared.
They're chasing the
I
ball,
see
bro!
orbs every
They're
night.
chasing
They are
this,
not
bro, look.
drones.
The recruits! Oh
Yeah,
my...
well, these
bro.
objects,
But I wanna know
these
your
round
thoughts.
objects,
Do you
they've
think that this-
been about like forever, haven't they? Even been depicted in old art, drawings, cave drawings. So yeah, there's definitely a difference between like the round little orbs and the, you know, the drone and even
It is
like
possible.
the TR-3B, which is obviously I think our technology. I think the round orb things, I don't know where they come from, and maybe some of them sort of, silver crafty sort of objects ago. I don't know where they're from either. I think the TR-3B is definitely ours. Them sort of crafts.
Related to
The other ones,
extraterrestrial
like, they could be from other lands. You know, spying on us and
activity, or is it something else?
thinking, look at these morons. Look at them all running around like headless chickens. Now, do we want to introduce ourselves to these people? Absolutely not. Let's stay away. Let's just observe them for another 1,000 years until they get their heads on right.
Entirely. Now when it comes to strange things in the Appalachian region, there's more. And there's one in particular that caught a lot of attention throughout history, and that would be the Lake Champlain monster known as Champ. Now the story of Champ dates back to Native American folklore with the Abenaki and Iroquois tribes describing a large serpentine creature
Come on, that's got to be
inhabiting the
someone
lake.
under the... Nah, look, is that real?
Now the story of Champ dates
What was that? This
back
thing
to
here,
Native
look.
American
Can't get her.
folklore
That
with
real?
the Abenaki and Iroquois
Is that
tribes.
someone like wearing this, like a bloke under the water? He's like wearing. What is that? Come on. Is that real? Or is that just a? Is that just a deformed alligator? It looks like that's the tip of the nose. It looks like it's being pulled up or something. That was there. Would that be like alligator or something?
Describing a large serpentine creature
kind of strange,
inhabiting
isn't
the
it?
lake. The first recorded sighting of this mysterious creature happened in the 1600s by Samuel Champlain. Since then, there have been over 300 reported sightings of Champ, making it a very popular topic and attracting tourists and cryptozoologists alike. Now, even though there are countless stories and reports of the presence of a dinosaur-like creature that inhabits the deep waters of Lake Champlain, it is officially seen as a myth, just a bad time story. But maybe it isn't. On August 4th, 2022, Johnny Hoffman and his family had traveled over to Lake Champlain to stay around for a few days and enjoy their vacation home. 20 minutes after they arrived, they did what anyone would do, and they went over to the lake to see the beautiful scenery. And this is what happened.
Isn't that just a wave?
I see something in the water.
That looks like just a wave to me. That doesn't look like any kind of creature. It looks like a wave.
Upon arriving at the lake, they're surprised by something in the distance. What at first looks like some sort of huge creature can be seen swimming in the lake. Completely baffled, they get their cameras and immediately begin to record. After posting the video, several internet users seem to agree that this might actually be Champ, while others state that this is possibly a sturgeon. But if we zoom in and slow-mo the video, it becomes quite clear that whatever this thing is, it's massive. So it could just be that Johnny Hoffman caught one of the best video evidences of the existence of Champ.
Like just a wave.
But it doesn't stop there.
Like maybe, you know, a boat's gone past over there. The waves
In
come
this next
across like
video
that.
posted by Weird Theater YouTube channel, we can see what looks like a serpent-like creature emerging from the lake.
A seal. Looks like a seal. I mean, why does that look like a serpent-type creature? It could be a seal. In fact, that is a seal. Why does it have to be serpent type? Serpent type. You just come on, use your common sense. It's obviously a seal.
Whatever this thing is, this is definitely not a sturgeon. This is something else entirely. But what?
It could be a deer. It could be a deer.
While
Deers
some
have been
believe that this
seen,
could
like,
be just a
swimming
log or
there
maybe
in,
an
like,
animal like a
lakes and
deer,
things like that.
others state that you can clearly see the length of the animal as it approaches the shore, and that most of it seems to be underwater.
No, it's either a seal
In
or an
another
otter.
video posted by
It could be
Brian
a
the Beast
deer.
YouTube channel, we can see something similar once again in Lake Champlain. Check this out.
Looks like shit in 8K. Dr. B.
In a more recent
a lake.
video
Seals live
posted
in
by
the sea.
D-Money13
Yeah, good
on
point, mate,
TikTok,
Mark.
we can see what looks like a very long
seals.
creature swimming in Lake Champlain.
Oh my god.
Do you get fresh water? No, you don't get fresh water. The otters, you get freshwater otters, don't you? Could be an otter, because some of them otters are big. They're really big and they're quite long as well. Probably got to be an otter then, hasn't it? One of those large ass otters.
What is that? There's something in the back too.
After posting the video, several internet users left comments stating that this is possibly a sturgeon. But once again, it looks as if it's too big to be a fish. So, what is this? Could it actually be that there's some sort of dinosaur-like creature still swimming in the deep waters of Lake Champlain?
Like a wave, a bow wave or something.
I want to know your thoughts. What do you really think is going on?
that just
Why
looks like
are
a
there
wave.
so many myths and legends of lake monsters all over the
That's
world?
kind of odd. And that could be someone swimming under that with that just on top of them.
Being a vast area with
Yeah,
large
sturgeon are
portions of
massive,
dense,
aren't they?
remote forests, the
Enormous
Appalachian
sturgeon.
Mountains provides the perfect cover for a serial killer or an ill-intentioned person to lurk in the shadows. The rugged terrain, isolated trails, and limited cell phone reception can actually make it easy for such individuals to evade any type of detection. And I guess that this is sort of what happened to Katie Rementer while she was staying at a lodge with her family in Greenville, Maine. Now, Greenville is a very small town with a population of about 2,000 people, and it's only a 24-mile distance walk from the Appalachian Trail, which makes Greenville the perfect
I
stop
don't think
for
you get
hikers.
seals though in rivers and
I swear
lakes.
somebody's following me. I could hear them like.
They're definitely an otter.
Every time I look back, there's somebody.
If it's a lake.
Huh? What?
And some of those, as I say, them otters can grow pretty big.
What?
What is that?
What the?
That was not there last night.
Nah, that was there last night.
It was a very cold night and Katie and her family were having dinner with a couple of friends at a nearby restaurant when all of a sudden Katie...
So if you turn up at a place and you see that rock with inscribed on it, "I will kill again," would you set up camp? Because I wouldn't. If I see that, I'll just say, right, get your stuff and let's go somewhere else.
Katie notices a man standing outside and staring and nodding at her. At the time, she kind of shrugged it off, and after having dinner, they went back to the lodge. And while tucking the kids to bed, she starts hearing someone pacing back and forth just outside their room. Completely freaked out, she checks the window, and this is what she sees.
What? What is wrong with this guy? You would have to confront him, wouldn't you? If you looked at your back door, and this is all your land, and you see this guy standing here, you'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Get off my land, you weirdo!"
In the video, the figure of a creepy man can be seen approaching Katie's lodge. He then proceeds to stop and just stand there, staring at her window. And at this moment, Katie realizes that this is the same man from the restaurant. Not knowing exactly how to proceed and what to do next, Katie stays there quiet, observing the man's every movement.
Hey, what's up, FPV? How you doing? That's just weird though, isn't it? Look, it ain't too far from the back of her house. What's this, a bench or something here or something? Or you can see the post there, might be for like a lean-to kind of thing coming over. You know, where they all sit, and this guy's here just staring at your house. I would have to say something to him. I wouldn't be able to not say nothing.
It didn't take long before Katie and her husband realized that
Yeah,
they would
this
have
dude's
to call
gonna
the
get shot
cops.
someday.
So they call the lodge owner, who actually calls the cops.
Hours, if you looked out at your backyard and you see him standing there just staring at the back of your house, what would you do? Laura, what would you do? It's good to get an American's point of view on this.
And this is what happens.
With the guns come out.
The lodge owner and the police promptly show up and talk to the man, who states that he's actually staying in the lodge next door. After coming to the conclusion that he wasn't doing anything wrong, they leave, and the man just continues there, staring at Katie's lodge. At this point, you can imagine how freaked out Katie and her family were, but not knowing exactly what to do next, they stay there for the night. The next day, they call the police and find out that the man actually told them that he was a schizophrenic.
Bob my pants.
Now, even if this is the case, I wonder what would have happened to Katie and her family if they hadn't called the cops.
Yeah, I'll get the slingshot or the
police
catapult
arrives,
out.
he changes his behavior completely, as if he knows exactly what he's doing. So I'm not exactly sure if he was telling the truth entirely. But when it comes to strange encounters in the Appalachian Mountains, it doesn't stop there. The following video takes place in Dudleytown, Connecticut, just a few miles away from the Appalachian Trail. It was on June 17, 2006 that a family that lived near Chase Avenue started noticing strange patterns of shadow figures lurking in the woods behind their property.
Creepy, innit?
Thinking that this could be a burglar or a person with bad intentions, they tried to capture it on camera several times without any success. But on one cloudy afternoon, this happened.
Looking at.
Hi, it's me again. I'm just calling just to let you know. I've seen that thing again in the backyard. I've got the camera on. I'm trying to capture it. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to see if I can get it. Anyway, give me a call when you get this message. Bye.
Bloody hell. Thor's got loads of weapons.
After leaving an eerie voice message at his wife's cell phone, he runs downstairs to get a better angle of the woods behind his property. And this is what happens.
That's it. That's the... Has anybody seen anything yet? Because I haven't seen anything.
No! What is that? No way. What the is that? Yeah, it's me. I've just seen
Take off my
thing.
onesie and do a
I've actually
full
got it on
sprint
camera.
tackle.
I'll show you when you get home.
Did you see that? What actually looks like some sort of translucent shadow figure can be seen crossing the woods behind their property. Whatever this thing is, left the property owner completely baffled. After being posted to YouTube, many internet users seem to agree that this is the real deal. Not only that, it seems that Dudleytown is actually surrounded by strange stories of paranormal events and mysterious and unexplained deaths and murders that supposedly took place in this very small town close to the Appalachian Trail. Now, even though this isn't the highest quality video ever, if we slow-mo and zoom in on the video, you can clearly see what looks like a translucent figure walking in the woods. Could it actually be that this is a legit shadow person caught on camera? And could this video help prove that the Appalachian Mountains are indeed haunted like many believe? What's your take?
You can't, that's what I mean, these days you can't trust any of these videos. Because of the fucking technology, editing technology you got now. Can't really trust, I mean, a few years back, yeah, maybe, when it was just actual video, but now with all these apps and all this stuff, you can make these videos in your bloody bedroom. Like 5 minutes.
Now, if there's one interesting place to visit in the
Yeah,
Appalachian
it's really
region,
easy
that
to
would be
fake
the
stuff
Great
like this
Smoky
these days,
Mountains
definitely, I
National
agree.
Park.
Jason,
It attracts
no.
over 12 million visitors every
to
year,
what, Jason?
making it one of the most
Can't
visited
remember what I
national
said.
parks in the United States.
Today brings us to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and we're going on a bit of a hike.
Renowned for its stunning natural beauty and biodiversity, The park offers several tourist attractions, including Klingman's Dome, the highest point in Tennessee. On April 30th, 2011, a group of people were hiking at Klingman's Dome. It was a very cold day, weather conditions weren't the best, when all of a sudden they spot what at first looks like a bear. But then this thing stands upright and they slowly realize that this isn't a bear, this is something else. They get their cameras and immediately begin to record what was about to become one of the most viral videos when it comes to Bigfoot. Check this
Oh, does he start? Is this the footage where he starts chucking all the trees about?
out.
Bigfoot.
There's a lot of eyewitnesses there as well, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What's he doing?
Pretty big.
What looks like a tall, furry, humanoid creature can be seen in the distance, and at first I thought it could be a bear. But when it stands up and starts walking, we can see its elongated legs. In other words, this is not a bear. This is something else entirely. After being posted, the video left the internet divided. While some believe that this is possibly just a person wearing a suit, others think that this is the real deal. That Bigfoot actually looks massive under the trees. One user states, "Just use size comparison with the people in the foreground. It has to be at least 9 feet tall, maybe more." Unfortunately, the video is very short, but I do have to agree that whatever this creature is, it looks massive.
Been tested. Pictures real. That's interesting, yeah. But are you looking at the head or the back? Is the head down here and this is the tail coming out? Interesting. Is this Loch Ness? Is this Loch Ness? Chills. You put another one in there as well. Oh, it's the same one, yeah.
And I'm not exactly sure that this is a person in a suit. But when it comes to Bigfoot sightings in the Appalachian Mountains,
out of the water,
it doesn't
yeah.
stop there.
People don't run anymore, they just hit record.
What is that?
Tartarian.
That's got me nervous. Let's go to the cabin.
It was a sunny afternoon in Lake
that's from the other lake.
a very remote and rural part of the state of
Champlain.
Maine.
Is that from the other lake? Okay,
CCU Uncut and his buddy had been driving around
You're
for the
saying
past
that
couple of
it's-
hours, and they were having a
It's not only like this creature's been like filmed in Loch Ness, it's always, and at this place as well. There's probably many other places as well.
really good time. They were talking to each other, that sort of thing. This is when all of a sudden
Same lake I
this
was looking at, yeah.
happens.
Guys on talk shows and everything, and when they had to like look up their record, they had all these felonies like in process, so they couldn't actually do anything.
Yeah. Since it's the only disease where you get to drink all the time. It says you go to a bar, you meet a girl who's got the same disease as you do.
Great,
And he's got a talk show, I guess now, a new talk show.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Well, at the time, they didn't. It was only after they posted the video to YouTube that many subscribers started pointing out that they apparently caught some sort of humanoid creature in the distance. If we slow-mo and replay the video a couple of times, you'll see that this actually looks as if it could be Bigfoot or some sort of furry humanoid creature. While some believe that this is possibly staged, others think that this is the real deal and very similar to the Patterson film. Now, being that they only captured a very quick glimpse of this mysterious creature, it becomes quite difficult to affirm if this is indeed Bigfoot. It could be something else. What I do know, however, is that coming face to face with an unexplained situation in the Appalachian Mountains is quite common. This is sort of what happened with Reddit user Phantom881999. On one certain night, his father noticed something odd in the CCTV camera installed just outside of his workshop, and this
It's pissing
is
it
what
down
he
here.
saw.
Absolutely pouring it down. From grey and overcast and miserable. What's this? Light effects on the camera or something?
Did you see that? Whatever this thing is, it left the entire Reddit community completely baffled. Some believe that this is a person walking its dog and that this is a camera glitch or artifact. Others state that they can see what looks like two
Richie
different
from Boston.
ape-like creatures walking together. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is
Richie
a camera
from
glitch
Boston.
or some sort of ape-like creature. What I do know, however, is that it looks as if it's translucent and walking on its knuckles. Very similar to the mysterious shadow figure that was captured on camera in the state of Maine. Could it actually be that Phantom 88 captured video evidence of the existence of skinwalkers in the Appalachian Mountains?
Does anyone in the chat believe in these skinwalkers and all this? What's the ranch? Oh, it's called Skinwalker Ranch, isn't it? Do you guys believe in these creatures existing? Or do you think it's all just like, you know...
In Navajo culture, skinwalkers are believed to be evil witches.
I mean, is that just a tall bloke? I mean, is that just a tall bloke? Or is that an actual... Or is it just CGI?
In Navajo culture,
do you believe these things
skinwalkers are
exist?
believed to be evil witches that can somehow shapeshift into animals.
We're frozen here. Because that doesn't sound like coyotes.
It's kids doing movies, yeah, that's what it seems like, Martin.
They got something. Are they getting closer, Joy? No?
Why are they always scary, the entities? Have not been any not scary, yeah.
A biker just went that way, and the sound got worse.
How do you know any of these creatures want to hurt you? No,
It's also common knowledge that skinwalkers sometimes mimic people's voices to lure them into the
I just wanted to
woods.
show you guys my cool base that I made a while ago. Got this thing, I don't know what it is. Oh. Well, that stinks. But yeah, we got some chairs. What was that? Is that a cow? What is that?
Why is that a cow?
Oh, frick!
And this is sort of what happens in this next video posted by TikTok user Creed4. He was hiking on a trail somewhere in Maryland when all of a sudden this happens. Creed4 notices a bunny oddly standing still, not moving at all. This is when all of a sudden the woods goes entirely silent, and this happens.
Fentanyl zombie. Look, that just sounds like, to me, that sounds like a distressed animal. It's not some weird creature changing and morphing, and it just sounds like an animal in distress. Just, instead of running away, Why don't you go back and check if the animal's okay? Instead of thinking it's some sort of like scary creature chasing you.
Not seeing anyone or anything around that could explain the ghostly voice, Creed 4 gets the heck out of there as fast as possible. And even though this could be something other than a skinwalker, there are loads of reports of people who actually get to witness this kind of phenomenon in the Appalachian Mountains. Which is exactly the case with Morgan Lambert, who was going for a walk with her husband on a sunny afternoon when all of a sudden, this happens.
Jesus. Wait. Do it with me. We're on an adventure to check on the fence line to make sure no trees fell on it because we had like 50-mile-an-hour winds. We're gonna check it instead of my dad. Oh God. I'm freezing.
It's cold, isn't it?
Pretty. Oh God.
What?
I almost fell.
What did you say just now?
I said, oh God. What? Sure.
What did you say just now?
I just said, oh God, because I
don't know. I just think we're from a different era, you know, we don't get, you know, sounds and all this and shadows scaring us. I mean, why is that scary in any way? It's in the daytime, you're out in the field with your dad.
What? What are you talking about?
I just think we're built different, you know, us 70s and 80s babies, we're just built different. To these sort of wimpy characters you get these days.
I didn't hear anything.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Start crying when they see a shadow or something.
Hey, don't run. It's okay. We're good. We're good. I don't hear.
Go.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Are you messing with me right now?
Hey, I don't really hear anything. What do you hear?
You don't hear that right now.
I don't hear anything.
When Morgan's husband realizes that whatever's calling him out isn't her, he freaks out. The next day, it continues on happening and Morgan is actually able to capture it on camera.
I think that is one of the creepiest things that I have ever caught on camera and that I have ever experienced in my life.
Creepy, isn't it? But if this is the real deal or not, I'm gonna leave it up to you. What I do know, however, is that there are countless videos of people in the Appalachian Mountains witnessing something similar, and also reports of people who go hiking and tell stories of ghostly voices calling out their names. Has anything like this ever happened to you, and what do you think it could be? Now just imagine the following situation. You're with your friends or family in the middle of the woods in the Appalachian Mountains. It's almost nighttime and all of a sudden you start hearing this alien-like sound that appears to be coming from the sky. You try to find an explanation, but then you remember you're in the middle of the woods in the middle of nowhere in the Appalachian region. Sounds like something coming from out of a Stranger Things episode, doesn't it? This is exactly the case with this next video that you're about to watch.
What in the heck is that?
What in the heck? What is that?
Sounds like something through a speaker to me. The heavens have just opened up.
Creepy, isn't it? After being posted, several internet users left comments stating that this is possibly a skinwalker or some sort of animal, while others believe that this is possibly staged or faked. Now what I find interesting about this video is that the sound appears to be metallic and somewhat echoing through the sky, which means that this is not a skinwalker, this is most likely something else. While researching the topic, I came across other videos that suggest that this is possibly the real deal.
Yeah, that was a car, that was a car.
This, for instance, is a video coming in from Dario Betty and a couple of friends of theirs while they were staying at an Airbnb in the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, that was a car, that was a car. Who's the aliens, bro? Kaylin! I think it's a train.
Dr. E's like, sorry, but this is absolutely retarded. You couldn't get more retarded if you tried to be a complete retard.
I'm recording this shit, bro.
This is
what sounds like a train passing through a tunnel can be heard at the distance. The only problem is, there's nothing nearby that could explain this mysterious sound. Strange, isn't it? But it gets even stranger in this next video posted by Dylan in North Carolina. Check this out.
Retarded. Retarded for free. Retarded. I don't buy all. Did you buy all these sounds and all this beepy sounds in the woods? Yeah, let's all get retarded for free. This is called free-tarded retarded. So, free-range window lickers. Hey John, how you doing? Great to see you, John.
In this particular video, we can hear the same metallic sounds that we hear in the first video by Frisson67. Whatever's going on here, this could be a phenomenon coined as a skyquake, which is a phenomenon where a loud banging sound is reported to originate from the sky. Theories about its origin range from secretive underground constructions to the Earth's crust moving or even extraterrestrial activity. However, to this day, this mysterious phenomenon remains a complete mystery. Now, taking into consideration all of the strange phenomenon in this region, the Brown Mountain Lights, skinwalkers, ghosts, and the list goes on, I would say that there's possibly something there, maybe even hiding underground. But I want to know your thoughts. Have you ever heard anything similar? And what do you really think is going on here? So taking all of this into consideration, what makes the Appalachian Mountains a hotspot for unexplained phenomena? Could it be because it's one of the oldest mountain ranges on the planet, older than the ozone layer? Or is it something else entirely?
Planet and
have you ever
experienced? How do you know them mountains are the oldest compared to other mountains? That's just a ridiculous statement.
Anything like this in the Appalachian region yourself?
The third one's disappeared.
Well, this is it for now, but we do have more videos. Don't forget to check them out. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on for more videos like this. And I'll see you guys again. Oh, and if you want to send me strange videos or stories, that impossible.
Hey, chill. Do a drop test with no top on the bottle too. Containment isn't proven. That's what FPV says. Check it out. Yeah.
Channel@gmail.com.
I just think it needs to be dropped from a higher elevation, to be honest. It's like what Jack said, and I noticed it just as things start getting interesting, bloody hits the floor. It's just like, damn, definitely need more time to observe what's going on there.
The countdown is on for yet another tourist view of Mother Earth and beyond. But this one is different. Instead of riding a rocket, this is a slow ride to the edge of space, inside a pressurized capsule hanging beneath a massive helium balloon, now laid out at Tucson's spaceport.
If you were to stretch this entire balloon out, how big would it be?
Tom, this balloon would fit a football stadium on the inside.
That big?
That big. That's what it takes to take 10,000 pounds to the stratosphere.
That's 100,000 feet up. It's not space. Passengers won't go weightless. But the view will be spectacular inside a first-class cabin, complete with massive windows, Wi-Fi,
Tommy's
even
here.
a bar and restroom.
Hey, Space Miner.
The balloon trip
Welcome,
with 8
guys. Great to
passengers
see
and
you.
2 crew members will last up to
How you doing,
12
Space?
hours,
Space Miner. I hope you're good. And Tommy, how are you doing?
Already 250 people have.
How's the little babies coming along, Tommy?
It's a shirt sleeve environment, so just like you're in an airplane.
I'd like to see an update on the little babies, man.
No spacesuits or special equipment are required.
The vision to launch passengers from 7 sites: the Grand Canyon, Australia's Great Barrier Reef, the Saharan Desert, the Amazon rainforest, Norway's Aurora Borealis.
Maybe if it landed on boxes, that might be an idea. That's quite a good idea, Chills, as it goes.
A year that can only be used
if you
once.
put the foam down, then put like a layer of boxes on top of
This
it.
is critical, right? This is what holds the balloon and gives it strength. This is what holds the balloon and gives it strength.
that
but
might
it's
work.
also
You know, that might
what carries
work.
all of the weight from the balloon.
You're confident this can hold 75,000 pounds to the edge of space?
100% confident.
The first flight's lifting off in about 2 years.
It's nonsense, isn't it?
I'm Tom
It's just-
Costello.
Okay, everyone. Now, you might think that this is something new, but this is not something new. We've been able to do this
We've seen
since
this anyway. How long have we got? We've got
1931,
about 5 minutes.
almost 100 years ago. A professor from Brussels University named Auguste Piccard already done this in 1931. But, once again, they've hidden the truth from you. Now, let me show you some hidden history.
It out now, part of the pay to play program. Know a lot about balloons. Doing great, man. I hope you're well. I miss alive when I get home. Cool, dude. Cool, dude. Hopefully, I'll get the notification, man. Is that what later today? Space going live. Actual footage, yeah.
Professor Auguste Piccard, the gatekeeper, a physicist, engineer, and scientist at Brussels University. Also an inventor and an explorer.
Interesting guy though, this Piccard, isn't he?
Reach the low Earth orbit. A highly intelligent man who was a graduate and a companion of Albert Einstein. So join me now as we take a look into the journey of one of mankind's greatest accomplishments and why it's been hidden.
I know that's, it's obviously safe because he got back, but look at that. It's just literally a rope around the bottom bit and ropes coming up onto this circular that it all attaches to, and the ropes for the actual balloon. But look, it's just... Would you go up in that?
Why it's been hidden.
This is a story really passionate about it, to kind of risk his life. He invented the equipment to go up there as well.
People who know they were put here to do something different, something that would change the world.
This is what threw me. This is what threw me about this video was Nas talking about Piccard. It's just like, what? Probably, Jason. Yeah, I've probably got something to do with it. I would think. Sure.
And action! You have Auguste Piccard. and he goes into space, something that's never been done. My wild rabbit is to inspire everybody. I can see that in Auguste Piccard and Jacques Piccard, because they represent never stop.
Hey, good morning, Plain Truth. Welcome. Hope you're good.
Professor Piccard, the Belgian scientist, started the serious game of searching for the world's roof, searching for the world's roof, searching for the world's roof.
Once again, Professor Piccard, the Belgian scientist, has ascended to heights never before reached by man to study the stratosphere, that unknown region which surrounds the Earth at a distance of more than 7 miles.
600,000 feet of hydrogen is forced from these cylinders into the balloon.
Accompanied by his assistant, Monsieur Max Cousins, a start was made at dawn from Dubendorf Aerodrome near Zurich. The preparations for the flight began at midnight, but thousands of people had made the journey from Zurich in special trains, whilst a battalion of Swiss troops held down the guy ropes. Professor Piccard himself superintended the arrangements, and then, when all was ready, he clambered inside the gondola which contained a mass of scientific instruments and gave the signal to let go. The balloon rose quickly and eventually climbed to over 10.5 miles above the Earth. Just imagine, whilst we were sweltering in the heat wave, he was nearly frozen to death in 15 degrees centigrade below zero. After being aloft for over 12 hours, he eventually landed near Lake Garda.
Oh, did he say hydrogen on her?
On the scene as soon as the
Did he say that's hydrogen in there, not helium?
Now see, on their way to the glacier, to recover the envelope
I didn't even catch that.
in which the intrepid professors had made a perfect landing. After their amazing air voyage, just imagine, twice as high as Mount Everest, the biggest mountain in the world. The gondola, only 6'7" in diameter, you'll notice is half black one side and half silver the other. When too warm, the bright side was turned to the sun. When too cold, the black. Dr. Kipler was overjoyed as he handed out each of the many instruments, all in perfect order, and recording highly scientific discoveries of the utmost importance.
I didn't catch that.
And that capsule still sits at the Brussels Air Museum to this day from 1931. This professor was on coins, he was on stamps, he was in Popular Science magazine, and you got to ask yourself, well, why haven't we heard about this guy in history? Well, because he made a statement right here in Popular Science magazine 1931 about the shape of the Earth, what he seen when he went up, and it says, it seemed a flat disc with an upturned edge. And that is why he's not in the history books. But that's the good side to why he's not in the history books. Here's the bad side to why he's not in the history books. 2 years later, he goes to the Chicago, Illinois World Fair.
Scotty, are you lurking, Scotty?
And
howdy, hope you good.
Pretty much becomes a Freemason and teams up as a silent partner to the government and their military. So then Auguste Piccard steps out of the limelight and starts letting the government try to take these balloons up with these capsules on them. And these, as you can see here, these first two fools don't even succeed in the launch. They actually almost get themselves killed.
2 U.S. Army airmen at Rapid City had a narrow escape from death when their 3,700,000 cubic foot balloon burst as they were about to ascend into the stratosphere. Their object was a trip of 15 miles into the upper air death ray zone.
Okay, now, I want you to check this out. The technology hasn't changed at all, only the design of the capsule, the gondola. As you can see here, the very first capsule with the very first man to ever go above the Earth's stratosphere, which is what NASA now calls low Earth orbit. You see, Auguste Piccard was the only one smart enough and brave enough to do it. Then once he went up and found out the Earth was flat and that there was a firmament, then that is when the government started
Upper
taking
air
over.
death zone. Yeah, I thought
Their design
was
is
thinking that
just
as well,
like
Jack. I was
August
wow.
Picard's capsule because he designed that one
death
also. So then the government forms another government
Astronauts went through
agency
that, okay,
called
didn't they? Death
NASA.
zone.
Now check out their capsule. Look familiar? Of course, it's designed a little different, but it's still the same thing. And then here we are.
That's quite a nice catch as well. I never noticed that. God. NASA.
And then here we are in modern times of NASA. Check out this capsule. Identical pretty much, just isn't black and white anymore. And that's because now the capsule has a controlled climate inside it, so you don't need to paint it black and white to turn it back and forwards from the sun for heating and cooling purposes. And with all that being said, here we have the same capsule with a different design. The same technology, people, as we had in 1931, but they hide that technology and that knowledge from you. They've been hiding it from you for years. They want you to think that they just come out with this technology. They didn't come up with anything. They just designed it to look a little bit more comfortable and fancier than it originally was. But the science behind it is still the same.
The trip with 8 passengers and 2 crew members will last up to 12 hours. 12 hours.
Look at these windows. Look how they're shaped, every one. Right? Shaped a specific way, like you're looking through a fucking lens. Right? So what's that going to do to the straight lines that you're observing? Like the horizon is curved. They're all curved. This one might not look like it, but it is. They're all curved.
12 hours.
Whilst we were sweltering in the heat wave, he was nearly frozen to death in 15 degrees centigrade below zero. After being aloft for over 12 hours,
And they still cannot go
that's
any
exactly
further
what it's,
than they
yeah,
could go in
that's exactly what it's designed to do, Jake. Is to, when you're looking out that window, is to curve straight lines.
1931 because there's nowhere to go. Now, even if you don't understand this part of it and you're just illiterate, you still have to ask yourself, why have you never heard of this man in school? Why were you never taught about this man? You're taught about everybody who's been the first person to do something, but you're not taught about this guy, the very first man who was a professor at a university, a scientist, and an inventor who got NASA and the Navy started with their little capsules, who showed them how to build them. The first man to go up there and execute it himself. You've never heard of this man. He's not in your school books. Anyways, like I said, this was the very first man ever up there. And he told what he saw in Popular Science 1931. Professor August Picard.
An interesting sight, isn't it? Is that Chills' super fluid?
This was no small feat. Before the advent of modern-day NASA, before the internet, before the moon landings, a man took the true giant step, a serious leap for mankind.
And yet there is no mention of him in our history books.
I wonder why.
Good stuff. I didn't realise it was that time, so I've got to
unsung heroes indeed.
Yeah, I'll try that. Good stuff, Flat Out Truth. Hidden History, Flat Out Truth. You want to go and watch that again? Okay, take care, Jason. Thanks for coming in, mate. We appreciate it. Thank you forever. Thanks for coming in.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales and for someone else, but not for me. Our love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less.
Hey, no problems, Dr. E. Just make it when you can do. I appreciate you coming in anyway, Dr. E. Thank you, Jax. Massive shout out to everyone that come in today. Blaine, Suits, Dr. E, Chills, Honor, Forever, Decent, Powers, Gary, FPV, Tommy, thanks Tommy, Dan MC, Logical, thanks Logical, Plain Truth, Space Miner. I think Space Miner said he might. I think he's going live later.
Government literally means mind control.
Hopefully I can catch him live.
You to find the road
Tommy, thanks Tommy. Laura,
out if you knew you lived
Martin,
inside a dome. This is the reason why Copernicus designed the
Tony D.
His mental imprisonment been 500 years and there still isn't any experiments to prove that his theory's legitimate. Flat Earth, they don't want you to research.
Happy Joy, can't forget Happy over there in Australia.
Of the work that these astronomers contributed, but no facts. So I
John
don't give
Blood,
a shit
thank you,
about
John.
a bit of it. I'm doing this for the world.
Shout out to John for
Someone get the message, they gon'
Powers,
read me
I
wrong.
Powers, Chills,
Some can't
Honor, I said Honor. Anyone I've missed, I do apologise. I can only scroll up so far. Cheers, guys. Shout outs.
I'm the apples for the people eating swine. That's better food for thought. Speak with me.
Yeah, this is staying up, Chills. This one's staying up.
Visas be declined. This game I'm giving is free as a mason. What's amazing? They was an.
I don't think I've got any more strikes on this channel. I'm strike free now on this channel, so that's pretty cool.
Some believe in space exploration.
You missed the first hour. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it up, Chills.
You gotta Google, you gotta Bing. Just type it in and bada boom and bada bing. I stand by these bars like I'm standing right by the Bing.
I took down the ones with the thumbnail with Dell and all them on Kensington Ave. I thought I don't think about the other people, do I? So I took them down. So
Kenny, you heard that? This ain't a theory. I get it from research facts. If Earth spins and so does the moon, we should see different sides of the moon, but we never observed that. If 71% of the world is water and water is always level, show me where it curves at.
Tell me where it curves at. Hey, cheers, Seeking. Thank you. Did you come in earlier, Seeking? I didn't see you.
Tuesday bar.
We don't need no stinking badges. You're so
little seed.
17,000 miles per hour. Yeah, that is an absolute joke.
Just a little seed makes a big tree. Grows so high, gonna touch the sky. Just a little seed makes a big
And how the pedo king
spreads roots deep. Branches far and wide. Masonic lockdown in your hometown. Masonic lockdown. Can you hear me now? From the top down, soul shock down, state shakedown, mass breakdown, global orders, riding over borders. Get behind your doors for the new world order. Dr. Evil and his needle. Dr. Evil.
They're probably all on amphetamines suits. They're probably on all sorts of uppers and all that lot.
Like a bad dream, a plan to
amphetamines, it's probably just, they're probably on meth and all sorts.
to ship us all, to have complete control, the land, the sky, your soul. Peace like
Sleeping tablets, meth, that's probably their cycle. Amphetamines and sleeping tablets.
Free to do exactly as you're told. Obey, consume, and die.
Put that down a touch.
And up to heaven for your pie up in the sky. Sleepwalking.
Uppers, downers, and sidewinders. That's it, Chills. You've got it.
You best believe your lying eyes.
See.
Engineering, making more than patterns in the skies. 5G radiation, beamed to Earth from space by satellites. The scientists and media tricks trying to tell me two and two
English weather. Typical English weather. The sun's now out, blasting through. Beautiful. Just now, earlier, it was just pissing it down. It was grey.
The strategy of tension, mass manipulation, psychological operation, the general population hypnotized right in front of your eyes. Drama and lies, look into my eyes. Just a little seed makes a big tree, standing on its own, thriving all alone. Just a little seed makes a big tree, grows so high.
I know, Gary, it's like some kind of torture, isn't it? It's like some sort of waterboarding. They lift you up. You're alright for a little while, they put you back. Walk.
In your hometown, Masonic lockdown.
4 seasons in a day. Yeah, that's what it looks like we're going to have today. At least 3 seasons in a day today. Hey, yeah, cheers, Tommy. Yeah, I'll be on. I definitely won't be on next Thursday or Saturday. I'm not going to be on it. I'll be on after that. I definitely, because I've got my next session Thursday. So yeah, it's going to be a no-no for sure. And I've got to try and get through it. I've got to. No choice. What I do, I might even try and get on before next Thursday. Might try and get on Wednesday or Tuesday or something instead.
The plan to chip us all, to have complete control, the land, the sky, your soul. Na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na.
Yeah, I know, Jax. Just got to get through these next 2 and that's it and it's done. I'm not going back. I don't care what they say. I'm not doing any more.
But you don't have a choice. People act like you have a choice.
Oh no! Oh shit! Oh dang it! What have I just done? I've just exited out the. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? But just type 1 in the chat if you can still hear me. Mic check. I've just exited out the. Oh, you still hear me? Oh, cheers. All right then, guys. I can't play the last bit. I've just exited out. So we call it a day there. As I say, I will see you. I'll try and get on Tuesday or Wednesday if I can. It'll be morning or even in the evening. So but I will try. Right, guys. Till then, take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week.